is in the building. I seen a couple of videos last night with the Mama Duck, Hassan Campbell. He said what he said. She had a response. Pretty deep, man. It was a pretty deep conversation. Um, you know, just speaking for me, where I come from, my block, we didn't have like gang wars. We didn't have a strong organized gang. So we never had Bloods against Crips, folks against Stones, and all that craziness. We never had that on my block. So my block never had a mean murder rate. Only 2 people died physically on the block. In my time, I was there. Um, my block, you could say, was good kids. I don't know, but there was a lot of money, a lot of bosses, a lot of players came off my block. Um, you know, I see things differently sometimes. Like my man Dave. Dave was outside every day. He had a great mom. His mother was the best. But Dave was outside. Dave got into a debate with somebody, and they killed him in front of his mother. You know what I'm saying? That that was a life changer. It didn't make her a bad parent because Dave was outside. Dave was all the way outside. You know what I'm saying? Then you got some parents that they're still living their best youth life. You know what I'm saying? It's a tough situation, man. Your peace. It's tough because it sort of hit me because I don't come from generational gangbanging. You know what I'm saying? I didn't grow up in my father was a folk or a GD. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know the geographics about that. I asked wife, she's from the Midwest. Um, why you think with all this going on, there's no Chicago bloggers blogging on this whole Chi-Town situation, even with the young boys getting caught up for the body? She said because it's a little more serious out here. Um, there's a guy named Zach TV. I don't know what he got caught up in, but he wound up getting assassinated. Blogging with them is more serious because it's involving a lot of homicides, a lot of violence. Now, some people may go, "Yo, why did the feds find this out to snatch him up?" Because you got guys in Chicago who probably got 20, 30 bodies, 50, 60 shootings. You know what I'm saying? So out there, it's a closer, it's a smaller community. You know what I'm saying? It's I would take just like out here. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm at in St. Louis, when you go to North St. Louis or West St. Louis, people only travel 2, 3 blocks. They don't go too much of the geographic because of these gang wars. China Business in the building. Shout out to Jay Collins. It's tough, man. A lot of people say, how come little Durk will get caught in this situation? Well, we'll find out. We'll eventually find out what part of this that little Durk played a part of. Did he play the getaway guy? Did he? Because nowadays it's hitting me now. It's not that these young boys are moving foolishly. They don't care. Remember, we didn't have all this cameras. We didn't have GPSs. We didn't have all this technology when we was running around. So we just knew to stay up the Fed radar with simple things like stay off your phone. Don't make hands in the middle of the block. Don't tell nobody your business. Little simple things. Nowadays, everything is in technology. So now it's like, even if you don't want to be seen, you're going to be seen shooting a corner up or shooting a block up. This is what's going on out here. You know what I'm saying? In these states, they got bigger people to chase around because the cartels are really in the Midwest. And the cartels are just not selling allegedly heroin and cocaine. Crystal meth is heavy in this Midwest. Crystal meth. I may be big in New York, but definitely here, This is the home of it. You know what I'm saying? So them cards, so they have the eyes on the bigger prize. These young boys killing each other. It takes for something really to happen. Go, you know what? I'm tired of playing with them. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? King Vaughn has 7 bodies allegedly. Like that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So you think about it. Duck little brother died, allegedly, right? He got killed, right? The mother, she just grew up in Chi-Town. She grew up in like some of our moms. Like, prime example, when I came out here with wifey's from St. Louis. She grew up around what you would consider like the first generation of what you would call Bloods out here, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So she's an OG. You know what I'm saying? Out here. We talking about the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So hearing her logic and hearing how the streets was, it's like, damn, you can't go but so far. 2, 3 block radiuses, gas stations. So 9 out of 10, some people are gonna be in situations where all the opposites your enemy. You know what I'm saying? You know, I seen a picture one day with Duck mother, and she had on all red. And you know, us, we out of towners. What? I thought she was focused something. Why she got all red on for? We don't know their politics. You know what I'm saying? We only go by what people tell us, or some DVD we watch, or first time felon, or somebody on a DVD talking, and they're giving us their lifetime of gangbanging. We don't seriously. We don't know, man. And we got to stop going with that. Like, okay, this is what we're going with. Whatever, like I said, whatever Hassan Campbell said to her, whatever she said to him, that's the situation. It just brought me to these thoughts. You know what I'm saying? The same thing, like, look, Duck. Allegedly, she lost 5 kids. Definitely 2 to the streets, right? But what Duck did out of all, is Duck found a way for the family to make generational wealth off his name. Now, the only thing that was sad is that they was making diss tracks on their dead homies. But see, it's different out here. It's not like New York where I can say where we be like, F such and such. He can rest in piss and we laugh at that. That's not what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? It's a total different vibe. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look at fucking look at live. Word. It's a totally different vibe. You know what I'm saying? So when you went to a totally different vibe, you definitely got to be smart. Because if you're not smart, you'll get left out here. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep that in mind. When you make these tracks talk about F dudes dead homies and all that shit got repercussions. It do. But see, we don't go through it because we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? We don't go through those scenarios because we don't do that. So by us not doing that, we don't understand our lifestyle. You understand what I'm saying? Like we truly do not understand our lifestyle. We don't understand that these dudes do this on a daily basis. This is what they go through. We hear July 4th, 50 people shot. You know what I'm saying? But we're just thinking it's one area of Chicago. It might be the city, the suburbs. It might be the Spanish part. There's a generational gangbang out there. We have to realize, man, there's a lot of generational gangbang. And until y'all realize that, then you have to understand these geographics. It's not New York City. Like I told wife for this. I had to ask wife for this. You know what I'm saying? Definitely salute. Now, because I have to do this. I have to do this live. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know, I'm watching. We're watching. We're watching. What we want to stop. What we really want to stop is the young boys killing each other, man. But now it's to the point where that has become part of their DNA. It's part of their DNA, man. and we have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? You want to save your kids, you got to move out. Keeping it real in the hood right now, you're gonna lose a good one. You're gonna lose a good one because there's so much drug addiction. There's so much all this gang. Like I told you in my project, Lexington House, it's only been 2 bodies. My man Dave, rest in peace, and a guy who made a bad decision. My block ain't go through that back and forth. We kill each other. So there's no generational gang banging on my block. You had a couple of bloods, but they wasn't strong enough where they had a strong influence on the block. You understand what I'm saying? In these territories, there's a lot of people who have influence that has influence that we don't see. Yeah, she is hood, but the average she's stuck in time. There's a lot of moms that's still stuck in time. My mom's is stuck in time. She was hood. It's just that her hood was different because she came from a different generation. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Remember, we got people that's 45 years old like me, 48, 9, 40, that still think they 18. You know what I'm saying? That still think they outside. Sometimes we get caught up trying to be outside, but we outgrew this. You know what I'm saying? You know, she's a product of her environment, and now we're judging her for being a product of her environment because we're not a product of that environment no more. You know what I'm saying? Either Duck was gonna die in the streets or he was gonna die in the penitentiary. That's rolling the dice for him. The type of music he made, King Von made, the rest of these guys was making, they was making death music. I don't even like to talk about the devil and Satan, but they was making Shaitan's music. When you make a song that physically wants to make somebody want to kill you, that's called Shaitan music. That's the type of music that they was making. That's the music that turned us on. When we listen to that song, not from 63rd, we think it's just a track. It's a disrespectful track. We're in the club having a good time. I'm not from 63rd. You know how many people died on 63rd? Y'all gotta get in tune with this is the Midwest. This ain't New York. Y'all watching these young wound shoes and thinking, oh, nah, this is nothing like that. It's nothing like we go to jail, we get cool, come home and kill each other. These dudes got generational gangbanging. You don't know who's cool with who. You don't know who's cool with whose mother. You don't know who's cool. He's an op. Why are you talking to this nigga? She might have been fucking with his pops back in the days. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. We don't. We do clearly do not know. The job I worked in the hood, that was on Fourth. No, on Fourth, on Grand. The one that, know what I'm saying? The one that worked on Grand. When I worked on Grand, guy used to work there. Yeah, exactly what you're saying right there. Exactly that music, but that music. I'm gonna get there. That territory was Crip territory. I don't know. I'm from New York. I walk around all type of red. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like me, I can't judge her because I know a bunch of my homegirls that's still hood. They still in the hood. They smoke weed with their kids and they outside rolling dice and their houses, the house parties, and you know what I'm saying? That shit just we made it out, and hopefully somebody pay attention and they make it out. But for those that's still there, the consequences is death or the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? That's how this shit go. This is how it is. We know a bunch of young niggas that's fucking with niggas' moms. This is what happens in the ghetto. It's just recycles. It's just recycles. There's a bunch of dudes that was banging dudes' moms. Those politics, we can't get that. We have to sometimes, right? We have to understand the politics, right? Now, I might be on break. Something you said about the drill music, right? The drill music is the devil music. It is. It really is. Because there's nothing positive or productive coming out of drill music. There's nothing good coming out of drill. You can't sit here and tell me It's gonna help you pick a book up. Jill, that's the problem. They allow Leon Cohen, Mr. Def Jam himself, right, to come up with a company called 300, right? And all that label pushes is drug addiction and black on black and black Latino lives and lives, reasons for people to kill each other. That's where the problem starts at. He gave these young boys a whole bunch of money, and I want you to rap about all your enemies. We're gonna make millions of dollars off of you rapping about your dead homies. There's no empowerment in the music. So we're gonna be mad. Let's be mad at the infrastructure. We're sitting here and we're going, well, Mama Duck and this, that one. How about Mr. Leon Cohen? Yeah, Mr. YouTube. He ran 300 Entertainment. This was one of the major labels that was pushing that poison in the street. All academics did was catch on to it, and he pushed that envelope because that was his way in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? He found the lane. I'm going to push this negative information out in the streets. These young boys are going to kill each other. They're not leaving the hood. The young boys aren't leaving the hood. The young boys are staying in the hood, shooting up blocks, shooting up corners. They don't care. As long as they get high and they outside 20 deep, that's all they care about. That's who created this poison. The gangbanging been there. We can't say because the drill music, like the gangbanging wasn't going on, but the drill music just instigates the new generation to kill each other. Now, when they paying me, when they giving me a budget for 100,000 to say fuck your dead homies, knowing that my mother's still in the hood, my grandmother's still in the hood, that's the problem. That's where the problem exists at. And until we finally go, you know what, we can't support that. We can't support that. Yo, and I'm gonna say this right. In the Midwest, people, I don't know how it is in New York, and I never really seen a couple of crews may have went back and forth protecting the revenge homies' death. But I'm gonna keep it all the way a hundo, best way I can, right? The best way I can. Um, you gotta touch on this shit tomorrow too, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna touch on this the best way I can. That's the problem. And until somebody sit back and go, damn, okay, we don't know nothing about this Chief Keef nigga unless the label's pushing that. We don't know about what these young boys, right? Mad shit happens at that mall. It has nothing to do with the mall. The mall is high. It's in a rich area. Just like here. If you do some shit in Clayton, you're gonna catch $1,000,000 years. You know what I'm saying? That's just how they're giving it up. These young boys, they only go out of bounds when they go shopping. So they think they low when they go to the Gold Coast Mall. Because we're not they only thinking I'm not bumping into such and such. But what happens is dudes be driving on those highways and see so like yo, there goes something right there. This is what goes on in the hood. This is what's popping in the hood. Just like how we get low in New York, you know, we be in Manhattan and we might go to Garden State Mall to go shop because we don't want to bump into our enemies or we want dudes in our business. It's the same thing with them. So it's just that with them, okay, it's on. It's a trophy to them. You have to get to the point, man, where some things are just like you said. Yeah, bro. The music ain't helping. The average young boy that want to be a rapper, the average, not all, they want to be drill rappers. Now, somebody keep talking about Durk. We'll find out if Durk got snatched by the feds eventually because somebody's going to have some type of paperwork on him. We're going to find out if Durk told the story. But Durk got his own crisis going on. You know what I'm saying? He got his own shit. Yeah. Parents make poor choices. I'm going to ask you a question. It's nothing gangster about catching 4 years when you're 34 years old. I'm no different than Mama Duck. Some of us is no different than Mama Duck. It took us until we hit 41, 42 to go, enough is enough. We can't, I can't judge her. I can't sit here and go, yo, boom, boom, boom. No, me per se, because I made decisions like she made decisions. I was still in the hood, right? I was still selling some of that H, right? Right? I was doing that, trying to get some money, right? $1 million plan. Let's get this. Let's go to the top. That's what Zeke Black was doing, right? So then what happens? I just happened to make it out. With the graces of God, my son's in college and my daughter's in college. I got nothing to do with that, bro. You know, Hassan, me and Hassan, we have a good relationship, good friend of mine. I'm just touching on the subject. You know what I'm saying? Find some legal shit to do. He's not the problem. He just brought up the situation. It might be sensitive the most. She reacted to that, but at the end of the day, at the end of the day, we have to understand, right? One thing is some of these conversations can be learning experiences if you want to learn something. So what happens is your little sister that's stuck in the street, why don't you sit her down and go, yo, you see what happened with her? She's stuck in the street. Her kids keep getting caught up. So there's 2 kids in the street. You don't want your kids caught up, right? So look at this experience. Do you want to be that at this certain age? Do you want to be like that at this age? Let's start getting into our kids' heads. Let's start thinking real righteous. Shout out to Southern Belle. She put me on to this Midwest shit, and it's different from me. Nothing like New York. These niggas don't move around, and when you catch these niggas, and when dudes get caught slipping, they dying at gas stations out here. Dudes out of bounds is gas stations and highways. If I can't, and this is real talk. You think about you think him getting shot in the mall was serious. Dudes is getting shot in traffic. That's real out here, because you can't catch your op unless you catch him in traffic. So you have to completely leave that world. If you're not willing to completely leave that world, then the consequences is what you want to get: death or the penitentiary. That's just point blank. This is real time. This is Zeke Black giving you real time. I'm not sitting here with the Jim Jones shit. I'm not sitting here with the freaky Zeke shit. I'm sitting here on real time. You want to play with these niggas? Go on Natural Bridge and Kings Highway, and you walk in that store looking around all crazy, and see what happens. That's how real it is out here. That's how real it is out here. And this is just St. Louis. Chicago's 5 hours away. East St. Louis across the water. Dudes are generational gangbangers. I never seen a place with so many females with tattoos on their face. It's crazy. They're putting in pain. You know what I'm saying? I just see some Israelites. I just see some Israelites. I just see some I just seen some Israelites in U City. Remind me of 121st Street. I seen wifey out there. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna touch on that real fast. Melinda Flores, because I'm going to work, my job, my 9 to 5. The most inspirational thing I could do right now is show you what a man's supposed to be doing at the age of 45 years old, 48 years old. I'm taking my black ass to work. If your kids, you got your grandkids, you're watching this, you're going, this man just went live. He's about to take his black ass to work. There's nothing more important than me sitting on somebody's corner telling about, yo, do the right thing. I'm showing you how to do the right thing. It's called multitask. But salute to you, though. It ain't about bragging. On my block, our OGs schooled us. They schooled us about simple rules and regulations. You guys allow such activities into your life. Y'all call that real nigga shit. Such activity. Y'all allow that. Y'all allow fuck niggas in your circle. And then that's how y'all get smoked, because y'all be thinking everybody's your friend. Everybody loves me. I watched this fucking show last night, right? And the guy said, yo, when they robbed that house, shout out to 50 Cent, the BMF. The BMF. Remember when they robbed this joint? You know what I'm saying? Remember when they robbed the joint, the stash house? Remember when they robbed the stash house? And he said, yo, who you think set it up? And dude said, how about Kato, Shorty? Nah, it ain't her. All in all, she the one that's lining them niggas up. That put the greaseball nigga Lamar onto the burger spot. That's when the game started getting twisted. Once we started putting out, he's cool. No, nobody's to be trusted in these streets. It's a dirty game. It's a dirty game. Why wouldn't the Fed snatch dudes up? They're doing everything on camera. A GPS will put you on a crime scene of a homicide. I don't understand what like I don't understand. Some shit is just not hard. Do we think that Durk got get caught up in this? Hopefully not. But he's a part of whatever the fuck he's a part of. Just how the game goes. Thank you, Leon Cohen. You helped create a new generation of young boys. You gave them a lane, a platform to do anything else but pump music that created at least 200 homicides within the youth in Chicago, or probably just the Midwest alone. And that's crazy. Nobody look at it from that standpoint. There was nothing positive about 300 Entertainment. The most positive thing out of that is Young Thug. To be honest with you, Young Thug. You know what I'm saying? At least he's a little diverse. He just ain't all the way Ricky Ricardo. But who else? Every time he turn around, who the little skinny guy? He's in all type of mega mixes. The young boy. There's a million blocks across this world. You got your grandson that you're probably looking at right now. That's 2 steps from an old block. What's your decision? You want to be a rapper? You want to do drugs? You want to get killed? There's nothing else to rap about but getting high and your ops dead homies and killing ops. Hip hop, they say, is for the streets, right? Hip hop is for the CNN. So what I'm gonna tell you is, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna say it's a learning experience. Maybe Mama Duck need to hear what Hassan and Campbell had to say, so then he can hear what she had to say. At the end of the day, that's not gonna bring back Duck. That's not gonna bring back her son, her other son that died, and that's not gonna bring back none of her 5 kids that passed away. I mean, Debbie shout out to Dummy Boy Nation. Debbie shout out to Dummy Boy Nation, man. You know, we get so caught up in coward behavior and what's real and what's fake and busters and bozos and blah, blah, blah. We're not dealing with reality. It's time for some of y'all to grow the fuck up. And if you want to save your kids, move. You want to save your kids' lives, move. If you think that you're going to be one of the 10% that can keep it real and live in the projects and then happen to your kids, things can happen anywhere. Things can happen anywhere. But when we get to the get down, right? That's why you noticed when I do my lives, I don't drink no more. You know, I don't drink no more for because now I can give you the information. Yo, I work with like 7 young boys. I work with 7 young boys and girls because where I work, I'm a supervisor. And I kick knowledge and born and understanding with them all day. How you doing, brother? How was school? Young boy came to me the other day and said, yo, yes you can. Yes you can. Those are the excuses. I came to St. Louis with a suitcase. No job, no nothing, with a suitcase. I came to St. Louis with a suitcase. Came for a vacation, been here 16 months. I am an assistant manager in a Fortune 500 company in 16 months. In New York City, I was running like my own company, but / own company. So I didn't have, since I've been home since 2011. I didn't have a job that was legally on the books. So to come to St. Louis and in 16 months become a manager, a key holder, that's inspiring, ain't it? Right? That's inspiring. So I inspire them with those conversations. You can be anything you want to be in this world. I came here with a suitcase. Wifey is a good woman. Even though we have a long distance relationship, I came. He said, Daddy, you can stay. You know, it was my crib, half my crib anyway. But, yo, you should stay here. We're going to be complete. I went and got a job in a dirty hotel. Shout out to the dirty hotel. From the hotel, I got a job at Dollar General. Then I got the job that I have now. with a suitcase. You can get out with a suitcase. All you got to do is stop burning bridges. A lot of you guys burn bridges. So y'all stuck because y'all burn bridges. That's the conversation. Yo, why I can't go to Mississippi for? Get my life together. Seek Black, feed the wolves. Same thing as my channel. Seek Black, feed the wolves. Because y'all burn bridges. I don't burn bridges. Like, why I come to St. Louis, be with my girl, for the first 30 to 40 days, I'm taking showers, I'm eating, get a job, I'm traveling, transportation. Shout out to my people that made sure from New York when you don't burn bridges. My people from New York was sending me money, making sure I was good, making sure I was all right on my New York end. My family, because you don't burn bridges. And now I'm in St. Louis and I'm living a good life with the woman I love. And a part of not burning bridges is you don't come, it defeats the purpose of me coming to St. Louis and buy 2 pairs of sneakers and a hat, and I decide that I want to cheat. You have to be grown men, man. Mind you, I live a whole crib in New York, a whole apartment. It's okay to start all over. A lot of you fools are scared to start all over. That's why you have the same conversations and the same defaults and the same failures because y'all are scared. Thank you. Because that congratulations to wifey for putting up with my crazy ass. Because I'm a crazy motherfucker, man. And I live in a beautiful neighborhood in St. Louis. I don't live in the hood. Now I'm making no better. I got a doorman. I get free coffee. We hold hands. I live in one of the most liberal areas in St. Louis. I live across the street from the people that had their guns out, the mansions and all that. That's where I'm at. I deserve to live in peace. And then I'm not comfortable. Like wifey said, we ain't comfortable. A couple of years from now, we gonna buy a car. We about to get a condo on the top of one of these tall buildings out here in St. Louis. That's what it's about. Every strong man need a stronger woman. Sometimes you gotta make a female strong. A lot of niggas is weak. So of course we have a weak woman that's gonna play that game. Sometimes you have to remove yourself. I can't listen. Salute. You already know Chicago finest. Salute. Salute to my wifey. I'm not a perfect guy. I drink, talk me crazy. Think I'm Tupac sometimes. But I'm willing to put my bullshit to the side for the win. Y'all gotta learn to do that shit. Live good, man. The best thing I tell you, I can't tell Mama Duck what to do. I know a bunch of Mama Ducks. My mother was a Mama Duck. Stuck in the game. Different ever. Much love, Sammy Johnson. My mother was a Mama Duck. Hassan Campbell mother was a good mom, good mother. She worked hard for her kids. He just got stuck in the streets. You know what I'm saying? He sees things differently. He seen his mother work hard every day. So he don't, even though he lived in Bronx River, he wasn't in a fucked up situation. So it's different. It's a difference there. I know the Mama Ducks. When I listen to the song Ghostface Killer, all of that I got is you, it reminds me of my mom's. My mother had 3 kids. My brother had brain damage because his father threw him against the wall. And my older brother had brain damage. He couldn't hear and he can't read and he has a mind of a 10-year-old. My other brother, at the age of 5 years old, had cancer, telling him he's gonna die of Hodgkin disease. My mother was still in the club until she decided to clean up because she had grandkids. But all the drinking and the drugging is what took her life. May my mom rest in peace. This is real talk. My mother was Mama Duck. My house was the club. I totally understand. I've been in them houses when Mama Love was partying all day. I come after school, it's a big party going on. I understand that. My mom's just stuck. Then my mom's, God bless her. We had a fire on 114th Street on the First Avenue. They put us on the shelter on 100th Street. The shelter they put us on 100th Street and Broadway was a crack hotel. This was when crack first hit. My mom cleaned up. She didn't want to get high. She didn't get it high. What happened? We got a house, and that's when I first moved to Lexington Projects around 1983, 84. You know what I'm saying? But the party follows you. So I understand. I understand, man. And that's why I say to this day, my idol became my friend John with Monday, Sunday with Monday father, weekend with Monday. Like I said, I have nothing to do with how he raised his kids. On that, on peace, on Camille, peace. Only thing I can say about um Enrique is he's a guy from Puerto Rico that grew up in Fulton Projects. Fulton Projects is where the Wayne brothers is from in the Meatpacking District. If you don't know what the Meatpacking District is, it's 14th Street, 15th Street, 16th Street, and like 10th Avenue. Peace, war games. Peace. He moved out that area, really Chelsea. Moved to East Harlem, had a store. Barely talked English, had a store. He came from Puerto Rico probably in the 50s or the 60s in a one-bedroom apartment. Found his way in America, had a store, sent three of his kids to Catholic school. May not be the best father in the world, but that was inspiring to me. That gave me a drive. He called me his other son. When my father wasn't coming around, I was his son. He mentally protected me with the old Spanish cats like, yo, he's with me. I was Black Zeke. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This is real. That's why I show so much love to the Puerto Ricans. When my mom was partying, we had no food upstairs, I could go upstairs to get a plate at any time. I didn't have to be with John with Monday to get a plate of food, my man. You don't know who John is? Jay Quest, shout out to East Harlem. I knock on the door, Anna, give me some, Zeke want to eat? If I needed a haircut, my man Brian Shell, Rodney Shell, you're raw, I'm fucked up. Yo, come upstairs. Rodney Shell and Brian Shell, they cut my hair. I lived in the community. You know what I'm saying? I told my man one day, shout out to James Black, Money One, PT 131. One day I said, yo, James, I'm fucked up, I need some money. He said, I got a job for you. He got me a job in a flower shop, like most other my friends, in a flower shop on 86th Street in Lexington Avenue called Dano's Floors. Those are the type of friends I had in the 80s. If I didn't want to dig pockets, if I didn't want to sell crack, yo, I got a job for you. At some point with responsibility, right? Summer youth, I had to get my own working papers so I could have my own money. Because I realized I had more independence when I had my own money. That's what you're not raising your kids. You're raising your kids to be what y'all was. Some of y'all was this piece of shit. It's okay. Like I said, I can't. I understand. I understand her. I understand. May sound crazy, but I grew up in that. I heard both their debates, the argument. Okay, salute to y'all. But it brings awareness. If you got 4 or 5 kids and move out. Let's stop burning bridges. Let's stop burning bridges. That's what a lot of us are stuck for. You burn bridges, you got no place to go. Well, a lot of y'all ain't got no place to go because y'all burnt bridges. You ain't got nobody to go, yo, son, I need $100 to give me a train, to give me transportation. Oh, no doubt. Burning bridges. A lot of y'all burnt so many bridges that y'all stuck your back against the wall because you don't know how to think on your own anyway. I never been a rest haven. I never knew how to sleep on somebody's floor and not pay bills. I never was like that. I just was never that type of dude. My team was go getters. We were. It was a disgusting feeling to feel broke. We didn't take pride in being broke and being alive with no money. That wasn't cool. So with that being said, man, I just had to do this live. I got to take my black ass to work. Exactly. That's what it is, man. I came to St. Louis. Listen, I got so crazy, right? They hit me for child support. My baby moms are sending me the child support back. That's when you know you ain't burn no bridges. When they send the child support back, you know what I'm saying? Here, boom, she said, get it. Yo, here. You don't burn bridges. I don't need nobody on here to co-sign nothing for me. That's the difference about ZEB. Reality sets in. I can't focus on your facts and my life is fucked up. That doesn't work that way. Bendito. 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 You out to the top, man. I love doing these shows for you guys because I just, even if I say some shit, exactly. Now, I'm not from the Lou. My wife is from the Lou. You know what I'm saying? And that's how real this shit is. You know what I'm saying? Salute. You know, I enjoy doing this for the people. Shout out to Kansas City, man. Missouri, man. Shout out to East St. Louis as well. West Side St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? We're in two different time zones. We're in two different, we're someplace else. We're in another zone. I got to get ready to go to work, party people. Because at the end of the day, it's all about responsibility. I just have to find time for you guys. You know what I'm saying? I don't do this for the donation. I do this for y'all to hear, to listen. Maybe I might say some shit you don't like. Maybe I say some shit that you might go, oh shit. And let me get back. Let me get my brain rolling. There's nothing educational about drill music. So if you're thinking that there's no Keras One come out of that, there's no Big Daddy Kane messages, there's no Rakim. Exactly. Not at all. Have not at all. That's why I just told wife, I didn't hear not one person in St. Louis or Chicago say anything crazy about that lady. That's because out here it's for real. It's a little more intense. It's real. You know what I'm saying? There's consequences that come with your actions when it come out here because it's generational. It's just generational, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody look at the glass differently. I'm just telling you from how I'm looking at a piece of glass. You know what I'm saying? Remember, my mom's was Mama Duck. You know what I'm saying? You know, at the end of the day, a man died. At the end of the day, a bunch of young boys with no guidance is going to do 1,000 years somewhere, allegedly. So nothing good comes out of this. You know what I'm saying? Nothing good comes out of this. You know what I'm saying? Nothing good comes out of it. You know? Like I said on my other show before, man. You know, no, that's a mother who lost 5 kids, man. We don't know what mental shit she's going through. We don't know what stress she's going through. We don't know nothing that woman's going through. My mother couldn't take it. Her son had cancer. That's how, you know what's so funny? What you just said, Van Glorious? That's how it is in Albany with the OGK and the Jungle Junkies. A lot of them are cousins. A lot of them are family. A lot of them are family. Shout out to the OGKs and the Jungle Junkies and the 518. Most of them are cousins. So it's touchy because a lot of them are family. You find yourself shooting at your first cousin. It was the same thing in Albany. It's connected with the cleaners and them Crips. There was a bunch of dudes that was cleaners. That was some of the, you know what I'm saying? That generational gangbanging, man. You know what I'm saying? Every shout out to my OSB Gambinos, man. You know what I'm saying? 058, Albany, New York. You know what I'm saying? Lark and Orange, Orange Street. I gotta get ready to go to work, party people. I hope y'all just take a piece of the message, man. Everybody gets from something. Okay, what I get from Hassan Campbell is, yo, if you a mother, stay out the fucking streets. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Salute. If you know, so what I get from her is she just want to live her life and she may not be happy where she at, but if just the memories of Duck is what's keeping her above water to stay strong. You know what I'm saying? I seen an interview she did. She has a hard life too. You know what I'm saying? There's a message in everything. Durk, I don't know. Durk, we'll find out months later if he's caught up in something or he about to cooperate. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, let me get to work. I appreciate y'all. I just had to give a piece of my time. Shout out to the 119 people in the building. Tomorrow I'm gonna go live. We're gonna touch more on this topic. You heard? That being said, deuces. I love you, wifey. I know she watching. I know she watching. I love you, wifey. You know what I'm saying? Mama Duck, salute Hassan Campbell. Like I told you, my man. You know what I'm saying? But that's what the JJ Villain, that's what come with these deadly streets, man. Generational game banging. We touched on that an hour ago. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's the streets, man. I'm gonna check it out. It's the streets, bro. That's what come with the streets, man. I wish Dave was here to this day. They killed Dave. Dave didn't kill nobody. Dave wasn't shooting at nobody, but Dave died. He didn't want to run. It's what come with the street. I had to hold that. I had that pain killed me when Dave died because he didn't want to run. He died because he didn't want to run. Had nothing to do with nothing else. He just did not want to run, and that man's not here. Everybody loved Dave. Check. Follow me on IG, see Black Feed the Walls. Shout out to my man Smitty Prim, 050 China Prim, Avid Chatter, Wifey in the building, Southern Bell. Let me get to work, man. You know what I'm saying, my man, AK Mafia. Have a blessed day. I appreciate y'all, man. Definitely thank you for pulling up, man. It's my take on the situation, man. I'm a grown man. I'm allowed to have a voice sometimes, ain't I? You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, let's win, man. Let's every fucked up situation should be a learning experience. Second, stop burning bridges, man. You want to win in life? Every bridge ain't gotta be burnt. That's what you gotta do that's fucked up north because they burnt all their bridges. And then the dudes that burnt all their bridges, they become gang members to be bitter niggas because dudes who didn't burn bridges is okay up north. That be shot, say salute shot town, you heard? That be shot salute to the whole Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Peace, peace, peace. You know what I'm saying? That being said, man, be blessed, man. There's a God. I don't you know what I'm saying? Just believe in some type of spirituality. You gotta be God. But believe in some type of spirituality, man. Word?